it should be inside the angle bracket.
Yeah.
So you cannot directly find the answer to this question anywhere in the resources. So, but there's enough information available in the resources so that you can apply that knowledge and come up with an answer. So this is slightly different. I think we should say it's quite different from the other questions that we have discussed so far.
And the other thing is, here you are asked to identify the incorrect lines. So you have to read the questions well.
Yeah, that's again important. You have to read the question quite well, because sometimes we ask for the correct answer, sometimes we ask for the incorrect answer, and sometimes there are more than one correct answer, and sometimes there are more than one incorrect answer. So you have to read the question carefully and read the answers carefully, and don't expect to simply pick up one answer. If there are more than one answer, you have to pick them all. Let's go to another example.
Yeah. So this is a quite difficult question. Question number 5. So it says ADSL gives low upload and high download speed. I think you agree with the statement. ADSL gives low upload and high download speed. So why this is not a problem for web browsing? So the question is that, so why this is not a problem for web browsing? So several options are given. A is web browsers are slow. Because of that, they don't need high speed connection. Means as the web browsers are slow, there's no point of having high speed connection like. So the B is web browsers are slow and they cannot use high speed connection. C is requests from browser to web servers are much smaller than the data sent from the servers to the browser. So the next one, D is requests from the browser are larger than the responses from the servers. So what do you think about this question?
So these are fairly a complex question.
Yeah.
If you take the question itself, it's quite a long question. You have to read quite a lot, and you have to know what is ADSL.
Yeah.
You have to know what's a browser. You have to know what's a web server, and upload speed, download speed. All these information you have to know, and
to answer this.
You have opportunities to find this information in the resources, but you cannot directly find the answer to this question anywhere in the resources that we provide.
Yes.
So how do you come up with the answer?
Yes. So the answer is C.
Right. So answer is C, and it says requests from the browser to the web servers are much smaller than the rest, the data sent from the server to the browser. So you can go through all the resources, but you may not be able to find out this particular answer anywhere.
Yes.
So to answer these questions, you have to apply the knowledge, but not only that, you have to go beyond simply applying the knowledge, and you have to think about this new situation. If you have gone through the material, then you know that the web browsers send requests to the web server, and so the request is pretty small. Just give me the page, and as a response, the web servers it can send out a huge page, and as well as images, Flash movies, some other movies. So quite a lot of images and other material can come from the server to the browser.
Yes, imagine you are downloading some music.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that needs quite a lot of bandwidth.
Yeah.
You need quite a lot of bandwidth if you want to get these resources fast enough. To do that, you need high bandwidth. But to send the request, which is small, you don't need that much of bandwidth. So if you look at the first answer, it is clearly incorrect.
Yes.
Because web servers are slow, but we cannot say that.
Yeah.
There are web servers, fast web
It
servers,
depends,
slow web
yeah.
servers. It's not, we cannot generalize that. And web browsers are slow, but we cannot say that. So that is clearly incorrect. And the answer D is also incorrect. It says that requests from the browser are larger than the response from the server. So this is a clear example of a difficult question. So to answer this question, you not only have to apply the knowledge, you have to think beyond what
Yeah.
you have learned.
Yeah.
So can you go through another question?
Yeah. So there's another question. What is the purpose of encoding email attachments? So 5 options are given. First one is to handle non-text messages. Second one, to make email faster. C, or the third one is to provide security. D, to provide privacy. E, to provide to make downloading efficient.
Right.
So out of these 5 options, you have to select the correct answer. The
So-
purpose of encoding email attachments.
So what is the correct answer?
Yeah, so the correct answer is A, to handle non-text messages.
Right. So we are not going to tell you, we have to find the information
Yes.
to answer this question.
Yeah.
So we will leave it as an exercise for you to do, that the information to answer this question is somewhere in the available resources. So to summarize that, we discussed how to answer assignment 1. We discussed several type of questions. In the first type, the simple type,
Yeah.
you simply have to find the information. In another type, you have to combine several pieces of information to come up with the answer. In the third type, you have to apply some knowledge to answer the
Yes.
question. And in the fourth type, you have to think beyond the information given. You have to even go beyond applying the simply applying the information or the knowledge. You have to think beyond what you have learned.
Yeah.
So that is the most difficult type of questions. But you can expect a mixture of questions from all these types.
Yeah.
And our advice for you is to use the material and practice. And so there are practice questions, so you can use them to practice, and you can do pretty well in the exam.
Yes.
So good luck, and before we meet again, you have to do assignment 1. So until we see you again in another program, goodbye.